Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is so good to be with all of you tonight. If you could just let me know how the sound is on your end and if I'm coming through okay. I am glad to be here. It's been a busy day. If you've all seen my food pantry haul video from yesterday, I've spent today working with some of the produce that I received. So I canned up some of the tomatoes. I canned up 8 jars of tomatoes. I have a, a gallon of tomatoes pickling in the refrigerator. So I'll let those kind of hang out a few days before I can those up. Um, I have peppers on the dehydrator. Hey, Uncle Al, thanks for stopping by. I know you're busy, so I really appreciate you stopping by. So I know Glenn is busy baking bread. I see Sashi is here. So yeah, it's been a busy day. I'm actually doing a review on some 4 jars lids. I've not tried these lids yet. I purchased them on my own, so going to be giving a totally unbiased, honest review of the lids. So I'm excited for that, and it's just been a busy day. Hey, Marines Army Mom, welcome. Hi, Christina. Hi, Salem. I'm glad to see you all here. So yeah, it's been a really busy week. So I will have that canning video for the tomatoes out tomorrow. I have to wait a while before I check the seals on the jars to let you know how those lids work. So look for that tomorrow. And there's just a lot going on. Have you all heard the news today? It's got me a little freaked out. I really didn't expect anything major to happen until after the holidays around the first of the year. Hey, who's your prepping nurse? Welcome. So yeah, that news just really threw me. So I'm sure we're all kind of on edge. Salem, if you for anyone that has not heard at this point, there was a supposed evidently missile strike on a granary of some kind in Poland. So, um, yeah, Glenn, that's what I've heard too right now. But then again, that doesn't surprise me any. So yeah, it's very disconcerting. All I can say right now is pray. If you are a praying person, if you meditate, if you are spiritual, whatever it is that you do, keep our world leaders in your thoughts and prayers and just pray that they make good decisions and that they can stay calm and rational. Not that they're rational to begin with, but that's just my opinion. It is my channel, that's my opinion, but just say a prayer for our world leaders right now, because whatever side of the fence you're on, they need it. So yeah, Salem, that's what's going on right now. Um, Prep like you mean it. That's about all I can suggest. Um, yeah, who's your prepping nurse? That's what I've heard too, nobody except for Poland is making any claims right now. There's denials going on, but that doesn't surprise me either, like I said. So yeah, make sure that you have holes in your prepping stuff plugged up. I'm still trying to figure out what to put in a get home bag. I really don't stray too far from home. Usually just work to the grocery store and back home is about all that I go. It's really hard for me to carry stuff. I use a cane in one hand and I can't carry stuff on my back or around my neck. So I'm just not sure what I could put in a get home bag at this point, but I need to get that figured out and get it in my car. So yeah, that's about all I can suggest is to pray for our world leaders and make sure your preps are where they need to be. So yes, and pray for our soldiers. I know Cynthia at the Bigs Prep has a son who's serving right now, so just keep keep our military and their families in your prayers, especially this time of the year. It's hard no matter what, but during the holidays especially is a hard time for our fighting men and women when they're away from home, they're away from their families, they're away from their kids. So just keep all of our service men and women and their families in your prayers as well. So oh yeah, yeah, Katie, we will definitely keep your nephew in our prayers as well. So yeah, it's just a scary time right now. So I went to Aldi on Saturday, and let me tell you, it it was almost frightening. There was oh hi bless mama. There were there was absolutely no butter in the store at all. In the entire store, there was none. There was one pack of imperial margarine, and that was it. They did have milk, but it was a little on the low side. The only eggs they had was the expensive cage-free eggs that people were not buying because they were too expensive. I got the last of the sour cream that they had. They did have some light sour cream, but they were all out of regular sour cream. And so some recipes you can't use light sour cream on. It just doesn't turn out the same. Hey Julie, welcome. So yeah, no butter, no sour cream, only the expensive eggs, but what really threw me was they had maybe 10 turkeys in the store. That was it. Usually they have 3 or 4 freezer case fulls just full of turkeys and they had maybe 10, if that many. And they didn't have hardly any hams. They had one case that had a few hams in the bottom of the case, and that was it. Thank goodness. I got hams from my food pantry, so I don't need ham for Christmas. I am hoping on Thursday there is a food pantry that gives out turkeys the week before Thanksgiving, so I'm really hoping that they have turkeys this year. I'm kind of half expecting to get everything in the box except for the turkey. So we'll see what happens. I will have canned turkey if I don't have a real turkey. So I'm just gonna wait to see if I get a turkey. I'm going to cook it and can the rest of it up. So hey Sasha, welcome. Hey Julie. So so yeah, I'm okay either way. Hey Linda's Prepper Kitchen. So yeah, it's really scary right now. So all all we can do is look through our preps and plug up those holes. So yet I spent today pressure canning tomatoes and dehydrating peppers. I have some more peppers to get on my dehydrator, but I just have a small round dehydrator, so I have the rest of them all cut ready to go. As soon as one load gets done, I'll get another load in the trays. So so yeah, Katie, it will be interesting to see what kinds of things the food pantry has. If y'all haven't seen my food pantry haul from Monday, oh my heavens, I'm still trying to wrap my head around all the stuff I got. I taste tested the the bologna that I was given. That stuff is so freaking good. I could not even believe how good that bologna was. So I got that sliced and wrapped up and in the freezer. Um, oh, thank you, Salem. Yeah, yeah, he's he knows that he's cute and he works every bit of that cuteness. So let's see. He right now he's working on his supper right now. So I just gave him his lettuce a little bit ago. So hey Kendra, full of joy, welcome. So oh I just could not believe 3 flats of tomatoes, y'all. So I got all of those cut up this morning, and I do have another round cut up ready for the canner, but I gotta go get more canning jars. I ran out of canning jars. Oh my goodness. So yeah, after when I get done at work tomorrow, I have to run and get some more cases of canning jars. So I used every one of them that I had. Um so so wow, yeah, Sasha, groceries everywhere, the price is going through the roof. So we're I'm canning everything that I can get my hands on to can. So yes, I ran out of my canning jars. So oh, that's awesome. Glenn has his bread in the oven. I'm jealous. I haven't even eaten my supper yet. I was gonna do stuffed peppers tonight, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing for my supper tonight yet, but stuffed peppers, I'll do those tomorrow, I think. But yeah, those aren't gonna happen tonight. So we're I'm gonna try to wrap this up at least by 8:30 ish. But that's because my very favorite TV show of all time starts its new season tonight at 9 o'clock. So I'm super excited. So I am a huge fan of The Curse of Oak Island. So if y'all haven't seen that show yet, it's going on its 10th season this year. I have watched from season 1, so I am super excited to to see what they uncover for this season. So I love anything to do with history, and I I love the stories and the history that they tell about. So I love seeing the artifacts that they find, and it just is a really great show if you're a history buff like I am. Hey Betty, welcome. I'm glad you're listening. So yeah, that starts tonight at 9 o'clock. So I oh hey Lori, welcome. So it is so exciting to have that back on the air. Betty, that is on the History Channel. And they do have clips on YouTube, but about the only place you can actually watch the new episodes is on History Channel. Yeah, I'm excited for season 10. I'm hoping that they got all of their needed permits from last season, so that's what they were working on over this last winter. They were working on getting some of their digging permits together. So I'm thinking this is going to be a good season. So I'm excited for it. So I'll have to make sure that I start wrapping this up around 8:30 ish, so that I can pop over to History Channel by 9 o'clock. So oh no, Betty, it's not anything like that. It's a treasure hunting show. So they've actually been looking for this treasure that people over the last 100 years has been trying to find. So it's actually a treasure hunting show. But they find all of these really great artifacts, and last season they found a really old coin, so they're getting closer, and then they know that there's actually things there, that they've tested the soil, so they know there is things there. It's just a matter of finding the right place. That I think they're really close. So this is going to be an interesting season. Hey Redneck Prepper, welcome. So yeah, in case you haven't noticed, I get really excited about history and archaeology, and that's like my jam show. Oh Betty, I would love to go through your basement. I love looking through stuff like that. So I get really excited at archaeology type things. Hey Pamela, welcome. So if I could do anything that I wanted to without worrying about education or financial things or physical abilities. If I could do anything that I wanted, I would be an underwater archaeologist, right? That is, to me, that is just so fascinating to see all the stuff under the ocean that nobody has ever seen before or ever dreamed that would be there, like finding a lost ship would just that would be like Christmas morning when I'm 5 years old and wake up. So that is just absolutely amazing to me. So it's anything to do with history or archaeology, poking around in the dirt and digging things up and discovering things from our ancestors. That just that excites me. Uh, hey, the Big's Homestead Kitchen. Welcome, Cynthia. So yeah. If you're into treasure hunting or history or anything like that, that's on at 9 o'clock on the History Channel. So it's a cool show if you're a history buff. So hey Christopher, welcome. Oh, that medical examiner would be a cool job to have. So hey Wendy. Oh, thank you for joining. I am really glad to have you here. So, oh, yeah, so yes, I remember you, Wendy. Yes, we both watch Adventures with Daniel on he does a show on YouTube every morning and then a live show every Friday. So he goes into grocery stores and checks shelves and goes over sale prices and shortages and all of that kind of stuff. So if you haven't come across his channel yet, you need to check out Adventures with Dano because that's a great channel. So so, hey, crafty bibliophilia. Hey, I will call you Sue because the other name is when you have bifocals is too hard to look at. Hey, Man City Prepper. So yeah, history, archaeology, especially biblical history. I love the whole biblical history era. That just really excites me. So well, Kendra, that is yeah, eggs are not plentiful here either. So yeah, I had a hard time finding eggs and they are expensive when you do find them at my Publix. They do have eggs, but they're pushing $6 for um I think that was for the 18 count carton, but that's still absolutely outrageous. So yeah, we're kind of squirreling around here a bit talking about all kinds of subjects tonight. So yeah, we're absolutely praying for our troops and our world leaders right now because y'all they like I said, no matter what side of the fence you are on everything else, we can all agree that they need our prayers right now. So and let's see, we've already discussed ending a bit early tonight. Egg shortages, turkey shortages. You know what? We were talking on the Big's Homestead Kitchen earlier about pies because right now is when we're all starting to make our pies and y'all I really suck at making pies. Hopefully YouTube doesn't take me down because of that word, but I just do. I have no shame at buying my pies in the store because I am not good at making pies. I I I am okay with the fact that I just don't make them. I actually had a oh my goodness, Wendy. Holy cow, 5.99 for a can of soup. That's just crazy, but I had I still don't know how it happened. I was trying to make a pumpkin pie from scratch. I got it all mixed up and in the oven. It actually blew up in the oven. I am not even joking. It actually exploded like a bomb in the oven. It blew the oven door open. There was pumpkin pie everywhere. I have no clue what happened. I cleaned pumpkin out of that oven for weeks. I have pumpkin everywhere. Holy cow. So yeah, I am not a pie baker. If you guys have any kind of tips for making pies when the live stream is over and there's a place for comments in the underneath the description box, leave me your pie tips down below because y'all, I cannot bake a pie if my life depended on it. So so yeah, it actually exploded like a bomb in the oven. It was a mess. There was pumpkin pie filling everywhere. So so yeah, I do not bake pies anymore. I am amazing at cakes. I could do cookies. I could do cheesecakes. But when it comes to pies, I'm okay at not baking pies. Pies and breads, I just have not gotten the hang of, so and I'm okay with that. So, um, yep. I wish we had a Costco by me. I would be buying my pies. This year, I don't have to worry about it because I got 4 pies from the food pantry on Monday, so I have pumpkin pies in my freezer, so I don't have to bake pies. So, um, Pamela, I am working on some Thanksgiving things right now. I have a feeling by the time Thanksgiving actually gets here, I'm not going to be doing turkey. So I've already done one Thanksgiving dinner. If I get a turkey from the food pantry, I think I'm going to show you guys how to do turkey in an Instant Pot, because you guys, if you have not done a turkey in the Instant Pot, oh my goodness, that is the best turkey I have ever done in my life. And it was so easy. I just broke the turkey apart to make it fit in the Instant Pot. I put my turkey broth in there and put the lid on and pressure cook it for I think I did it for about 45 minutes and then let it slow release on its own. And it was like falling off the bone. I couldn't hardly even pick it up out of the Instant Pot to get it off the bone. It was so tender and so juicy. So if I can get a turkey, I will show you guys how to do an Instant Pot turkey. Hey, Chrissy, welcome. I am glad you made it. Oh my goodness, I am surprised that you are still going if you've been up since 5. So I did that um Monday for food pantry day and I have to work at the funeral home in the morning and then I have other tomatoes and peppers that I'm working on getting put up and oh you have a good night, Betty. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna be up early tomorrow, and I'm gonna be up early on Friday, um, or up early on Thursday to go to the other food pantry. Um, oh, Chrissy, I don't even know. I work at the funeral home as a funeral attendant, and they are have a service scheduled for tomorrow morning. So I go in and I run their sound and music for them, and sometimes I play the keyboard if they want live music. So yeah, yeah, I'm just going into work, but I work at the funeral home. Oh my goodness, Tater needs to get a new wake up time because if Bubba woke me up at 4:30, we would not be living well together. So oh, Chrissy, that's awesome. You are going to have so much fun with them. So let me know if you have any questions about what to eat or how to take care of them. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that about your bunny. So yeah, that's hard. So yeah, I'm just going into work tomorrow, and then I'm getting up early again on Thursday for the other food pantry. Friday, I have a phone meeting for home health care. I was gonna have to drive into Tampa, but thankfully they said that we could do it over the phone, and then I could just sign the paperwork that we had our meeting and mail the paperwork in because the price of gas has just jumped horribly here, and my van is a gas guzzler, and um it's an hour drive one way for me, Chrissy. So it's um so yeah, it's we just decided to do a phone meeting instead of making me drive all the way into Tampa just to sign paperwork that that we talked and then drive. It would take me longer to drive there and drive home than what our meeting would have taken, so they said we could just do it over the phone. So yeah, it is getting to be that busy time of the year, and holy cow, Kendra, gas prices there. Um yeah, gas prices are just absolutely crazy everywhere. I'm almost wondering if what happened today had anything to do with the gas prices jumping up the last couple days, that maybe someone somewhere knew something ahead of time and they went ahead and started raising their gas prices. I don't know. That's just something that suddenly popped into my brain and then popped out of my mouth before I thought everything through. So that's just my own thinking here. So I can't prove any of that. That's just something that popped out of my mouth before I could stop it. So I can't promise y'all that that's not gonna happen on my channel every now and then because sometimes my brain thinks faster than my mouth does, and I need to sometimes things pop out of my mouth before my brain says not to say that. So I that was just something that when I was seeing the the price that everyone is saying their gas jumped up to the last couple days and now the other's going on, it just kind of makes you wonder. So um so yeah, I don't think it's gas prices are going to stay down now. I think they're going to go up even more. So just my opinion. I've been wrong before and I will be wrong again. So hope I am hoping this is one of the things that I'm wrong about. But so we'll have to see what happens. Um so so yeah, the holidays are coming up. I'm working on some holiday things. I was able to get some cream cheese at Aldi, so I'm going to show you how to do a cheesecake in the Instant Pot. I wanted to do that for dessert on my Thanksgiving videos, but I was at Publix and it would have cost me almost $6 just for the cream cheese for the cheesecake at Publix. And I was not paying that much for cream cheese at Publix, so I went with another dessert idea. But when I went to Aldi, surprisingly, they had a lot of cream cheese and it was a lot cheaper than what Publix had it for. So went ahead and got the cream cheese. So I'll show you guys how to do cheesecake in the Instant Pot is my very favorite way to make cheesecake. It is phenomenal and so easy to mix up. So, so um, I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. I have a recipe. I have to get the chocolate yet for I do a candy that is kind of like it tastes like a York peppermint patty, but it uses crackers and melted chocolate and peppermint extract. It's just really good. So I'm actually thinking about making like a holiday tray of cookies that and candy that I could take into work because I also do um, Rice Krispie treats, except instead of using Rice Krispies, I actually use Fruity Pebbles. And y'all, that stuff is so good and it is so fun to make because people try to guess what it is that they're eating and they just can't put their finger on what it is that you used. And it's so much fun when you tell them that it's Fruity Pebbles because it's like a light bulb moment and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh yeah," and they get it, but you pretty much it's just Rice Krispie treats, except you switch the cereal out and use Fruity Pebbles. So I can throw some of that onto a cookie tray. Um, so yeah, I'll come up with some different kinds of cookies. I like doing peppermint bark. Um, I got all of these little bugs flying around my computer. I hope they're not flying past my laptop camera. So we've had so much rain that now we have all of these little gnats and insects and stuff coming up out of the dirt and they're just everywhere. So I kill them as I see them, but it looks like there is one on my computer screen there. I think I got it, but so yeah, you'll probably see them flying around in my cooking videos at the moment. But that's life of Florida. We have bugs. We have roaches. Right now, the roaches are coming out because we've had more water than usual. I've tried to get some estimates from other bug companies, but yeah, yeah, that's life of Florida right now. We are in bug season because of all the water from the storms. Um, so yeah, we're just kind of heading into holiday season. So Um, yeah, yes, he sure is. Um, we're heading into cookie and candy and baking season, so I really haven't done a lot of baking yet, partly because it's just me here and I don't need a lot of cookies and sweets and stuff laying around, but I'm thinking I can do stuff for some videos and then take it into work with me. I think that's probably what we'll do. So, um yeah, yep, that that counts. Yep, it certainly does. Um and it also counts when you cut a cake or cheesecake because once something is cut, oh, the calories fall out. So if y'all didn't know that, at least in my head, that's a thing. So if you cut it, the calories fall out. So I'm just putting that out there. Whatever you guys do with that is up to you. But yeah, if you cut it, the calories fall out. And if it breaks, the calories fall out. So yeah, that's what we're going with. So um yep, anything broken, no calories. So that's up for grabs. Hey, Ice One, welcome. So, um, yeah, when the comments come up, um, leave me your favorite cookie recipes. Feel free to email me your favorite recipes. Salem just sent me a carrot cake recipe that sounds really good. By the way, Salem, let me know if you mash up the carrots that go into the cheesecake. I saw where you don't drain it, but it didn't say if you mash those up or not. So let me know cuz I want to try that. I've never seen this kind of a carrot cake recipe before, so I don't want to spoil it until we go to make it cuz it's got a surprise ingredient in it and I want you guys to stay tuned for that. So, um, oh, Kendra, that sounds good. I have to figure out what I'm doing for my dinner yet. Haven't figured it out yet. I am a little hungry, but not hungry enough that I know what I want to fix to eat. And whatever I fix to eat needs to be ready when my show comes on because I don't want to miss that. So I may just do peanut butter and jelly tonight. So we'll see what happens. Um, Peanut butter and jelly actually sounds pretty good. Um, so yeah, that might just be supper. Oh, you have a good night, Kendra. Thanks so much for stopping by. Um, I just really appreciate all of you spending time with me on Tuesday nights. So that means a lot to me. By the way, I almost forgot. If you guys sent me anything and it got returned, I did have an issue with my post office box. Supposedly, we got it taken care of. I need to send something to my post office box just to make sure that it's actually working. Um, there for a while, I was getting someone else's mail in my post office box. I haven't seen mail from that person in my box lately. So I will have to make sure that everything in my box is working okay. Um, hey Sherry. Oh, chicken pot pie sounds really good. Kind of late to make that for supper, but that does sound really good. Um, so yeah, I think tonight just may be peanut butter and jelly night because I have been canning today. I have 8 jars of cherry tomatoes canned. Oh, by the way, I am doing a review on 4 jars lids. So this is a totally unbiased review. I bought these lids and paid for them myself. I'm not affiliated with them at all. I'm just letting y'all know how the lids work. So look for that tomorrow. I can't finish that video up until my jars have sat overnight. So look for that tomorrow. Um but yeah, it was just a busy day. I cut cut up an entire flat of cherry tomatoes and cleaned a huge bag of peppers. So yeah, I think I may just do peanut butter and jelly tonight. So um hey Linda. Oh, that actually sounds really good. Um let's see, I'm getting caught up on the chat. Hey Florida base. Yes, my channel. I was so stoked today. I noticed that I hit 925 subscribers. So I am just so thrilled for that. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I can get the application turned in by the end of December before the watch hours start over again. I have almost all of the watch hours in, and I have almost all of the subscribers I need. So I am just beyond thrilled, and that's just in a little over 3 months. So I haven't been launched very long. So I am just absolutely thrilled at the channel growth. So thank you everyone who has subscribed. It really means a lot to me. So yeah, 925 subscribers in just a little over 3 months. That is it blows my mind that it has grown that that fast. So oh thank you. Is it Erpung? I hope I pronounced that right. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Um so yeah. Um Speaking of the channel, I went through over the weekend and I put all of my videos into playlists. So now if you want to go back and get a recipe for a particular video, you should be able to find it. So like there's a category for casseroles, there's one for crock pot videos, there's one for food pantry hauls, there's one for instant pot recipes. So everything is going to be in a separate playlist. So now you can go back and just bring those playlists up and watch certain ones. So I did that over the weekend. I also had a couple people ask me about an Amazon list. So I put together a shopping list under this screen name. So Lori's Thrifty Kitchen Pantry. And just I put things on there that you can purchase, that the things that I don't have that would make videos fun or interesting. things that would help my channel a little bit, like a meal planning calendar, just things that if you would like to purchase to send me, there's no I'm not expecting anyone to buy anything, but the list is there, which I will be adding to future videos. So don't feel like you need to purchase anything off of it. It's just there because I had a couple people ask if I could do that, so that's what I did. There's nothing super expensive on the list, just little kitchen gadgets that I've seen other YouTube people use that I think would be nice to have. So, oh, Glenn, that sounds interesting. You need to leave that recipe down below later for me, because I'm trying to work on my bread making skills. That's something that I'm not very good at. So so yes, so my channel, um everything is now in its own playlist, and I will have an Amazon shopping list that you can go look at if you want to. No obligation, no, I'm not telling you to, but if you want to, it will be listed below. So, oh, Linda, that sounds exciting. I can't wait to hear about your cookbooks. I love old cookbooks. They're because to me that's history, and history's my jam. So yeah, old I love old cookbooks. I'm really happy for you. That's that's exciting. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Cynthia. Uh, have a nice time letting Tater out. And if you guys haven't been over to the Big's Homestead Kitchen channel or the Big's Prep channel, go check her out, because it's worth seeing Tater. He is so cute. He's adorable. So go check her channel out. There's actually a lot of really great channels that have stopped by here. So just go check everyone's channel out, and there's a lot of good content creators here. So yeah, sorry about that, but my throat dries out really fast with my air conditioner going, and sometimes I just have to stop or I would start choking to death. So um oh, I've bird sat before. They're not my favorite thing to sit for. My neighbor up north used to have a bird that was a lot of fun, though. I don't know who had this bird before she got him, but this bird would cuss like a sailor sometimes. This bird knew words that I hadn't heard before, and I thought I heard a lot of words before, but this bird, he knew words that I never heard before. So it was kind of funny sitting there listening to that bird talk sometimes, because I had some you never knew what that bird was going to say next. So that bird was fun. But so right now it's 75 where I am, so I need to get the air conditioner off and get the house opened up and let some fresh air in. Um, so yeah, I have right now. Mr. Bubba is about all I can handle because my work schedule is so crazy. I never know what hours I'm teaching, what hours I'm at the funeral home working, Um, I have an interview Thursday afternoon for tutoring. This I think would be really cool to do if it works out. It would be doing it in the evenings. I live in Florida, but this job would actually be tutoring for the Los Angeles County schools. So it would be done remotely at, at at home in the evening. So I think that that would be really interesting to try. I'm not fond of substitute teaching. I think tutoring might be a little bit easier to handle than substitute teaching because sometimes when you're a substitute teacher, those kids can be awful. So there's been some really good ones, but it just isn't my thing. As keeping the bills paid, but I'm actually staying home, working from home at night is really appealing to me right now. So we'll see how that interview goes. I had a phone interview last week. I really haven't heard back from. I'm not expecting to really hear back from the hospital that I interviewed for. I'm more than qualified for the job, but there was an issue with my last employer, which was a hospital, another local hospital. The job did not end well, and I became a target of bullying and job sabotage from this company. So I'm really not expecting the hospital job to work out because of that, and I'm really thinking that's why my other job that I interviewed for last month didn't pan out because this other company has really made it quite difficult for me to find legitimate work. So yeah, I have been told that they've squashed other job interviews. So I really think that's what's going on. And I keep trying, I keep hoping that the right job comes along and my old employer does not squash it. So I keep praying about it. So I'm really hoping that I can get the YouTube application filled out and I can put more time and resources into that. I really want that to be my full-time job. I love teaching people how to cook, how to preserve food, how to take care of themselves, and that's what my channel's really all about. That's where my heart is right now is putting work into my videos. So I really eventually want my channel to be my full-time job. So that's my end goal with this channel is for it to be my job because I love doing it, and when you love what you do, it's not a job. Substitute teaching is a job. I don't love it, but I'm doing it because right now that's kind of what I'm forced into. So hopefully we will get get this where it needs to be, and I can focus full time on you guys and on the channel, and that that that's what I want to do. So yeah, Linda, I actually ended up at one point when I was working at my previous job, it was bad enough that my fitness watch was sending alarms out because my heart rate was too high. So yeah, it got really, really bad. Florida base, that's it exactly. Yes. So since you put the name out there, I'm just going to agree with you and we will let it go at that. But yes, I now if I have to go to the hospital, I drive 25 minutes away to a completely different hospital because I don't know that I could even walk back in there. It 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 was so bad. It, we my doctor ended up adjusting my blood pressure medication. I was put on a sleeping pill because it was so bad I could not sleep anymore. I was up 24/7, and it was horrible. So um it is nice to know that it was not just me. So thank you for confirming that for me. That really helps me out a lot. Katie, that is the one thing that I do enjoy. Substitute teaching is with the special needs classes. Every single time I can get an opening at one of the special needs classes, I grab it. Um, so yeah, I really do enjoy that. Um, but yeah, so it's been really difficult finding work after that. One job I actually had, I was supposed to start orientation, and then I found out later that they had called the company, the company I was being hired in at was doing my reference checks, and they were actually called and told not to hire me. So I know that they are interfering with my job search. I just can't actually prove it on paper. So yeah. Yeah, Florida based. Thank you for confirming that it was not just me. Um oh, Linda, I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, it just sucks when you're trying so hard and you give everything to a company, and then they just turn on you because yeah, I worked for this hospital for nine years when they did that. So yeah. um oh, Robbie, I would do that in a heartbeat. I do keep looking at the job boards to see what openings there might be. I was told to keep checking back that they always rehire through the year as people come and go. So I am looking for permanent employment doing something like that. I think that part I would really like. And I think what I don't like about substitute teaching is that I'm not with the same class long enough for them to respect me as a teacher. So Linda, what I do at the funeral home is I run their sound and computer equipment, and I do live music as needed. I would love doing that full time, but the position I have is just as on call as services are scheduled, and right now people just aren't scheduling services that often because they can't afford it. So that it's not a dependable income. I can't depend on having enough money from that job to pay my bills each week. But if I could, I would do that full time. Um, so yeah, I keep looking. There is something out there. Hopefully, in the meantime, I get the application sent in for YouTube. If I can get this up and running, I will do this full time. Um, oh, Glenn, I'm so glad to hear your bread turned out. Yes, send me the recipe. Um, oh, Linda, I'm so sorry. Yes, yeah, that's if when companies are begging for help and then they tell you they don't need you, that just is kind of like a double-edged sword. It's just not helpful. Um, so yeah, I think we're gonna kind of start wrapping things up a little bit. I want to try to be done by 8:30. So yeah, if you guys could hit the thumbs up on the way out, or before we leave, that would really help me out a lot. It helps people find the live stream later on so that they can go back and watch it, and YouTube really likes that thumbs up button. Anytime you press that for any of the YouTube channels, it just helps get our channel out there as people are searching for stuff. It comes up. So I hope that that's something free that you can do for all of the content creators out there, is just hit that thumbs up button, and that helps us out a lot. So oh, thank you, Christopher. I'm glad you enjoyed the chat. So yeah, we covered a lot of ground tonight. So just pray for our troops and our world leaders right now. They get this mess taken care of, and just look through your preps, make sure you have what you need, and make sure that your get home bags are in your cars. Go over to Orlando Prepper. He put up a video in today showing what is in his get home bag, and he's doing another one to show what is in his bug out bag, which is he pointed out the two bags are very different. They serve two different purposes, so they have different things in there. So Yeah, yeah, Linda, when COVID hit and all of us, well, I already said the word, so yeah, when the pandemic hit and things closed down, people realized that they could get by without spending money on funeral services, so they not been doing that lately, and it has hit that industry a bit. There is still direct cremation services, but they're not bringing that extra income from funeral services in. So, which also means that anyone like me that works as an attendant is not getting that extra income because we're not needed. So so yeah, that is affecting the bottom dollar. It really is. They're not making extra money anymore either. So yeah, um, it's it's that trickle down thing. So yeah, I mean, before the shutdown, it was just expected that when someone passed away, you were going to have a funeral service for them. Where now people have become creative and have realized that they don't need a funeral service anymore. They are getting together on their own. They're doing over the internet. They're not doing funeral services in person anymore. So that has really impacted the funeral home businesses. It really has hurt them a lot. So yeah, we're just keep on stacking, get ready for the holidays. If there's things you need, make sure that you have them. Um, if you have room in your freezer to get what you need for Thanksgiving and for Christmas, get it now and be as ready as you can be. That's about all we can do at this point. So yeah, tomorrow I will have the video out at some point on the tomatoes. As soon as I get home from work, I will get the rings off of my jars and I will let you know how those 4 jars lids work. I'm really excited to try those. So yeah, Linda, I've learned a lot working at the funeral home. I really have. So anytime we have there have been days, especially Saturdays are busy days for us. A lot of the times we do back to back services. We'll do one in the morning and one in the afternoon because people can't get off work anymore like they used to for funeral services. So people want to schedule them on Saturdays. So a lot of the times we'll have two services. And let me tell you, we work our heinies off when we do back to back services. So if we get so first of all, we have to make sure that the morning service starts on time and ends on time. We have to get the people moving and out of the chapel from the first service. That sometimes is the hardest thing to do because you need to be sensitive that people have a hard time leaving that space, but yet there's stuff we gotta get done for the next service, so we have to move that casket out, we have to move those flowers out, to bring we have to sanitize the chairs, pick up trash, clean the bathrooms, um, bring the second casket in, bring the second set of flowers in, switch music lists out, switch playlists out, switch backgrounds out, switch slideshows out, all of that within like a less than a 45-minute time slot before family for the afternoon service comes in. So it is an awful lot of work. So yeah, I didn't realize all of that behind the scenes stuff went on in between funeral services. So um yeah, it is quite eye-opening when you actually work at a funeral home. You see a lot, you deal with a lot of stress from things. We had one service a couple weeks ago that we weren't quite sure what was going to happen. There was one person that was in jail that we weren't sure was going to get out of jail and show up, and if what the family was going to do. So we like had a call into the police station. The directors were all present just in case we had extra security on the ground outside. So yeah, it is quite interesting working at a funeral home. You see all kinds of things. You hear all kinds of things. It's just really interesting. Linda, you're the second person tonight that has mentioned that, but yeah, at least in Florida, it is a lot of work to become a funeral director. It's a lot of classes. You there's there's scientific part to it. There's a law part to it because you have to know the law for the state that you live in when it comes to dealing with bodies and cremation and cemeteries and all of that stuff. There's all kinds of laws that you have to know. Um, there's the spiritual aspect to it, working with the family. So there's just a whole. It can take a couple years to become a licensed funeral director. So yeah, it is. It's a lot of work. I did look into that, but with my age, by the time I got through with the classes, I would be ready to retire. So I was like, no, I just did not want to put that much work into a career that I was not going to be able to do for very long. Um, so yeah, there is a lot of work involved putting a funeral service together. Not to mention there is which this is what the full-time office people do. They print the little cards that get handed out when people come in. They put CDs together. They put the background together. They download the music lists. They do memorial videos. They put picture videos together. They print the books that that people sign, that there's just there is a lot involved when it comes to putting a funeral service together, which I knew there was a little bit, but there is actually a lot to it. Glenn, you have a good night. Don't forget to send me that bread recipe. If you want, you can email it to me. That might be better than putting it in the comments. So yeah, we're gonna start wrapping things up because it is going on 8:30. I need to get my supper made before my TV show starts. So just everyone have a blessed week. I am still planning on doing a live show Tuesday night. It may for next week. It might just be a quick one because I know we're gonna be heading into Thanksgiving and everyone's gonna be busy and working on their holidays meals. So I may just do a quick one just so that we can all say hi to everyone and touch base and just do a quick live. So just watch for the other videos coming this week. Keep your ears on the and eyes on the news. Go over your preps. Make sure that any holes are filled in. If you work very far from home, make sure you have a get home bag in your car. And just everyone stay safe out there. Thank you so much for being who you are. Thank you for being there for me, for supporting my channel. Just, just keep keep being who you are. Everyone have a blessed week. Stay safe out there. Stay blessed. Stack it to the rafters. Make sure that you let your loved ones know that you love them and just have a blessed week. See you all on the next video, which is coming out to sometime tomorrow afternoon. Bye.